Italy against France in the Six Nations round 3, 73-24. You get the feeling France had a little bit of frustration from the previous game against England, and they took it out on the Italians in what was an insane performance. Sets up a very interesting round 4 where France will be travelling to Ireland. But I feel a little bit sorry for Italy because they didn't do anything. Sometimes they really didn't do anything. They were a bit passive. I think Michele Lamaro highlighted it well post-match where he said, I think the mentality went on them, but I can't take anything away from France. They were just absolutely brutal. They wanted to play, and they kept playing and playing and playing and playing. We'll go through some of the key events and the stats as much as we can. But virtually every note I've taken is a scoring play because it was a crazy, crazy game. Beautiful day over in Rome. Sergio Parisse came out on the pitch for a kind of ovation from the crowd, which was pleasing to see. He's a nice man and a big servant of Italian rugby in the past. But he was treated more to a performance from the French. Although, that being said, the Italians started this game well. This game was a contest for about 25 minutes. Like, the Italians were in the game. The Italians were leading for a while. Like, Italy looked under the pump early. Like, France were very dangerous, winning a penalty basically from the kickoff yard getting over the ball. And Italy, when they had their chance, opted for a penalty, which is the thing they have been doing all Six Nations. Get a chance, opt for a kick. Tommaso Allan went for a long-range penalty on about 8 minutes. He missed it. France looked to have hit them back immediately, but their first try was called back for a Thomas Ramos forward pass. So there's no tries, there's no penalties over the line. Both sides tried. Nothing was given in the first 10 minutes. There's more points to come. France, interestingly, got punished for their TMO try as well because it was Italy who got the first try of the game. It was a scrum. The scrum gets free kicked. Italy decided to tap it quickly. You had Brex with a nice popped inside ball to Menoncello. 11 minutes, 7 points to 0. Italy, the crowd is loving it. What a start from them. Although France may be angered again, hit back pretty much straight away, went through a bunch of carries into the Italian defensive line, and it was that man Gesi, who's been involved early, who was able to finish it off. They had to check if Dupont had knocked it on at a base of a ruck in the build-up, but they said no, so it is 7 points apiece. Italy scored next. Italy retook the lead, albeit from a penalty, and it was unfortunate that Fischetti had to go off injured in his 50th match on about 16 minutes. But in terms of the points scoring, Tommaso Allan converted a penalty to give them a 10-7 lead after France had been guilty of tackling off the ball. But again, France pretty much hit back, not quite straight away, but a few minutes later, Italy penalty conceded at scrum. They opt for a 5-metre line-out. They mauled it, which is something you thought France might opt for, given their bench, with 7 forwards on the bench. They maul it, it goes close to the touchline, but Malvaca is able to go over. It's a conversion from the sideline from Ramos, 14 points to 10. So France retake the lead, and it's a quick-fire double as well, because the hands of the French backs were quite astonishing throughout the whole game. But especially as the game wore on, they got into a bit more space. But Barret with an offload, Louis Bielle-Biarrey break, and Dupont with a support line, 21 points to 10. It's not quite game over because the Italians had one more shot to fire in the first half because the Italians had a 5-metre line of their own shut down. But after France cleared it to them, Capuozzo showed a bit of that footwork of his to get back into some French territory. Ruzza had a half break and he popped it to Brex, who went over for a try. 21-17. I'm just thinking, is this the Six Nations or is this Super Rugby? What am I watching? It's not supposed to be this kind of crazy, this amount of high scoring. I don't know. It's not supposed to be like this. It was still a game up until that point, but it wasn't a game for much longer because France got the bonus point at 29 minutes. Bunch of snipes near the side of the ruck. Eventually, Boudin is able to go over 28-17. They continue to attack the left wing. They continue to attack the blind side to France. Again, Dupont with some snipes. Biarrey goes over. He had a good game at fullback, 35-17. So bonus point secured by halftime. 7 tries in the first half alone. France have had 61% possession, which is, like, Italy's a low possession team as it is. They're not usually that low. Clean breaks is 6-6, so there's been a lot of free-flowing action. Offloads is 9-3. You kind of got to remember 9-3 because France up it from there as well. Second half goes even crazier. Second half is more or less all France. They start the second half hungry for more points. Italy offside. France 5-meter line out. Aldrit pick and go. 42-17. Atisogbe offload in the tackle to Louis Bielle-Biarrey, who's off his wing. 47-17. That's one of the few missed conversions on that one. Italy knock it on. France go down the other end. Moefana with a big carry, a break. Dupont with the support line. His second try of the game, 54-17. The DJ can finally play some happy music on 60 minutes when Italy got their only points in the second half through Paolo Garbisi. After an attacking scrum, Paolo Garbisi with the nice show and go. That was a try. And he's one of the guys who seems to be always trying to kind of get his team going, but at times it was just very, very passive. And I don't want to take, again, anything away from the French because some of the skills were insane. Dupont avoiding tackles, Ramos line break, pops it from the deck, big deep pass from the deck, Moefana offload to Bielle-Biarrey, grubber kick and gather pass to Biarrey. Oh, that try was beautiful, 61-24. Atisogbe got himself on the board as well as the French backs all wanted to get a try. France shifted from left to right. Looks too easy for him, and Luku, who'd come on, converts the try because Dupont had shifted to 10. 68-24, and then one more. Barassi had to get himself on the board again. This is just tired Italians, good French hands, keep the ball moving. After the Italians had knocked it on as well, so Italy punished. France keep playing. Barassi gets the final try. Missed conversion, but 73-24. My goodness. There's not a lot to talk about other than the fact that France were rampant. They had 62% possession, 60% territory. They had almost 700 run meters, which doesn't usually happen in a game like this. Clean breaks 15-9 to France. Defenders beaten 33-18 for France. Offloads. Remember at halftime, it was 9-3. By full time, it's 28-4. Insane skill set. This week they just weren't dropping it much. Italy conceded more turnovers. Remember against England, they couldn't catch a cold. This week they showed the skill set they have. Admittedly, not under the same defensive pressure at times, because as I said, Italy, I feel like, especially in the second half, were a bit passive. Biarrey made 131 metres, beat 6 defenders. Dupont, 6 defenders, beaten 3 try assists, 87 metres. Louis Bielle-Biarrey sets up 3 tries. He just catches the ball and immediately looks to grub a kick. He's unbelievable. Aldrit, 13 carries. I mean, Menoncello had 14 out of 15 tackles and beat 4 defenders, but that was a rough, rough day for the Italians. And geez, how good were the French? It'll be a tougher prospect when they face Ireland in round 4, but that match is looking very, very tasty. At this point, we have 2 weeks to wait. Italy will need to gather themselves before they play England again, who they've never beaten. England maybe could underestimate the Italians after this performance, because England beat France, and if France can beat Italy by this much, surely England's going to beat Italy. Maybe there's a chance for Italy to surprise. Don't know. They're going to be massive underdogs, but they'll need to mentally bounce back from this one, because this one they'll be pretty embarrassed. But credit to the French. Unbelievable, unbelievable skill sets. Didn't see 73-24 coming. You guys let us know your thoughts on this one, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I would appreciate it. You guys take care. Talk to you again soon. See you later.